gosh, guys, welcome back. This is Lisah.TV back here again. Not back here again. This is Lisah.TV here with a video. I haven't been consistent throughout my life, so here we are. Oh my God. It's your girl Lisah. Yes, I am back. For sure this time. Are you going to be playing or you not going to be consistent no more? Yes, I am back for sure this time. And let me tell you how I have missed y'all. I've missed y'all and I miss this feeling so much. And I just want to give my thank yous to everybody who has encouraged me to keep going, get back into tune, and to me being me and being my funny self and still being my, educated self and just being me. Thank you guys for always, even after 5.5 years of not making content, still in my inbox and still in my DMs and telling me to keep going. I can't wait till you make another video. I'm here with you. I love you all. I thank you all and I appreciate you all. And I appreciate my best friends for never giving up on me and still encouraging me to do my thing and make my videos. So here we are, here in 2021. And I know you guys are probably like, yo, I haven't seen this girl active since 2015. Like, what happened? And let me tell you, honey, there's a lot of things to uncover in the story of me and how I even got here today and how I even became a full hijabi today. There's a long story and I'm excited to bring you guys on my journey and do some future videos with you guys about it. So let's go back in time. Back in before I even became famous. 2012 to 2015, I was making these videos on Facebook. And I was making videos just because that's how I felt. And I knew that I was funny because people would tell me that I was funny. My friends would tell me that I was funny. But I didn't really see that I was that funny until I started making these videos. And it took for this one particular video, white girls versus black girls during intercourse. When that video went viral, I was walking down a block. I was on the east side of Harlem. I was walking down the block and this guy stopped me like, yo, you that girl from World Star Hip Hop. So World Star Hip Hop, I immediately felt offended because we know that World Star Hip Hop back in the day, it was rather some ratchet stuff on there. People getting beat up in fights on there or some X-rated things on there. Like, why would I be on World Star not even thinking about the video that I had made? So the guy was like, yeah, I saw you on World Star Hip Hop. Yo, you mad funny. So I'm like, oh, snap. Wait, one of my videos went viral. So he pulled out his phone and he showed me the video. And it changed my life. He told me, keep going. You're a star. You're amazing. I love what you do. I'm going to always support you. I wonder where he is to this day. Wherever you are, brother, I love you and I support you and I appreciate you. But when that video went viral and that guy stopped me on that street and told me that I went viral, I didn't know what to do. Did I want to become famous? No. To be truthful, no, I did not want to become famous because famous people had a negative image. Did I want to go viral? No. Why? I didn't even know what viral was. I didn't even know that word existed. I didn't know what that was. We're talking about 2013 here. Viral is something that's very, very new. But when that video went viral, it changed my whole life. And when I started making these videos, y'all, I was in high school, freshman, beginning early stages of my life. I was in high school making these videos and, once I continued to be consistent, I stayed consistent. I uploaded content every week on my Facebook, but I didn't think, you know what? I should probably upload this stuff onto YouTube or upload this stuff onto Twitter or upload this stuff onto Instagram. I wasn't thinking about that stuff. I was just, all I knew was Facebook because that's where I started and that's where I went viral and people was taking my content from Facebook and putting it on World Star Hip Hop and putting it on YouTube without my permission and these other social media platforms that I could utilize for me to, continue to brand myself. So while I'm in high school, I'm going through so many life changes, so many. I was going through a lot of things at home that I wasn't pleased about. My feelings were being neglected. I wasn't able to express myself. I wasn't able to be me. We went through a lot of things as kids. And as adults as well too. But while I was making these videos, just so you guys can understand the visual and where I was very depressed. I was very depressed. I wasn't happy with myself. I wasn't happy where I was. I didn't want to be here in life. I didn't want to be existent. You know, I didn't want to be here in life. I just didn't understand the purpose. I didn't understand why I had to go through certain things. I just didn't know. And the fear of the unknown is something that people will drown in until you know and know your true, authentic self. But I didn't know me then. All I knew was what my brothers did or what my parents did and how it affected me in a positive or negative light. I didn't really know who Lisah or Kalisa was. I didn't know who I really was. I knew I had a name. I knew I was a woman. And I knew that I'm here, but I didn't understand my purpose. So I was very, very depressed and very, you know, unhappy with circumstances at home, the things I've went through. You know, I just wasn't happy. But I was still making these videos to make myself happy and to make you guys love me. And that's where I went wrong. I wasn't trying to affirm happiness within my true self. I was just trying to entertain you guys because you guys are the ones who gave me the most love. Love is something that we take for granted, especially from our family. I firmly believe that I wasn't getting the love and the treatment that I needed to get to feel better about myself and, you know, affirmations of how great I was. So the people that was giving me the love were the people who were watching my videos, sharing and commenting and liking and all this stuff. And, you know, I felt appreciated from you guys, but I didn't feel appreciated at home. While I was making these videos, I was also working a full-time job. A lot of people didn't know that, you know, and I also was captain of the basketball, the volleyball, and the softball team. 3, you know. So it was a lot of responsibility on me when I was making these videos. But somehow, while me going to work, being at practice, going to school, doing school work and school projects, I was still able to be consistent because my mind was racing. I didn't have time to process how I truly felt. I was just acting off of instinct and acting off of how I felt. And it felt good to make these videos. So I was working a full-time job at this place called Gotham Hall. And, you know, I was a bathroom attendant. Now, a lot of people don't know what a bathroom attendant is. A bathroom attendant is a person who works at an upscale place. So you will never find a bathroom attendant in, you know, a backyard party or a porta potty or, you know, a public place or public venues. No, a bathroom attendant is where upscale rich people rent out and they want somebody in the bathroom for whatever their needs are, you know, who have these supplies of things. So, for example, if a woman comes into the bathroom and she doesn't have hairspray, I got the hairspray waiting right for you. If your breath stink and you need a mint, I got varieties of mints right here for you. If you wash your hands and you don't want to pick up a napkin, I got the napkin waiting right here for you. It was really to serve them and what they feel. And in order for me to make my money, I was making my money through tips. So that tip money, you know, it really helped me with certain things. Because certain people who are considerate of others, especially in a circumstance like that, working in a bathroom, which can be very degrading in certain times, some of them will hand me $100, hand me $50, you know, handing me money. You know, and tipping me because I'm there at their service and they appreciate what I do. So that's how I was making my money. I was a bathroom attendant throughout my whole high school. I was still making my videos, still being consistent, as you guys know, and still being me. You know, I had my different haircuts. You know, I had different colors of hair that I had in my head. Like, I was just trying to find me, finding things that I like, you know, stuff like that. While making these videos and while going to school, I really didn't have much motivation. I was really doing it just to do it. I was still depressed. And my motivation was very minimal, you know. And the only thing I looked forward to going to school was to see my 2 best friends, Ricky and Momo, and going to practice for whatever sport I was in, whether if it was basketball, volleyball, or softball, which I was in all 3 every year, every 4 years of my high school. But, you know, I was just looking forward to doing those activities and seeing my best friends. I didn't care about the schoolwork. I didn't care about what the teacher really had to say. You know, some teachers I definitely vibed with and had great intellectual conversations with, but it wasn't my focus in school was to do schoolwork and do these things. You know, I was the class clown. You know, people looked at me to make people laugh and make people laugh inside the classrooms. But I didn't really like who I was. I was going to therapy while I was in school. There was a therapist on the 3rd floor of my high school, because my high school had 2 schools. It was University Heights, which I was a part of. I went to school at University Heights. And there was Mount Haven, them badass kids. Yeah, them. They were upstairs, you know, as well. Some of them were really nice, though. Don't get me wrong, but that was a bad school. So I was going to therapy to really tap into me and really understand why am I so angry. Because throughout that time in high school, yeah, it was funny, haha, kiki, all that stuff. But I was very angry. I was very angry. My grandmother used to say, you're angry and bitter like an old woman. And that stuck with me. So I went to therapy to see what can I do to make myself feel better. Is this therapist going to help? And she helped me tremendously. But it took for me to do the work to really gain, you know, the knowledge and gain my happiness, you know. So while I'm going to school, I'm playing basketball, volleyball, and softball. I'm making these videos and I'm famous and going to work. If I didn't say that, I'm also going to therapy. I was all over the place. I was doing so much stuff. You know, because at the end of the day, if I'm going to school, I got to have school clothes. I got to have sneakers. I got to have a book bag, right? I got paid my phone bill. I got to do these things. I have responsibilities at a young age. So it was a lot of stuff bombarding me. But I still found a way to stay consistent for y'all. I still wasn't happy. And people would say, you famous. Like, you know, and it's crazy because when I was going to school, I was taking pictures with people on the train before I got to school. I was taking pictures with people in my school. People in my school coming up to me, asking me for my autograph. That changed my life. You know, people coming up to me, asking me to sign their left breast. Things like that. Like people asking me, taking pictures of me, taking pictures with me, videos of me. It changed my outcome on a lot of things, y'all. It really did. But I still wasn't happy. I still wasn't happy. And in my senior year of high school, that's when I really broke down. I really broke down, and the way I treated myself wasn't right. The way I was feeding myself wasn't right. The way that I thought of myself wasn't right. I broke down. So with me breaking down, I stopped working for a period of time, very small period of time, because I'm always going to get to that bag. But I stopped working, and I stopped making these videos. And this is why I went MIA. This is why you haven't seen content from me for 5.5 years, because I was not happy and I was very depressed and I had quit. I said, you know what? The hell with all social media. I'm done. Because until I can figure out what's going to make me happy and until I can get to the root cause of my anger, how can I entertain you guys if I can't love myself? If I'm not entertaining myself, if I'm not happy with myself, how can I continue to give you guys the content and the things and the videos that you want to see if I don't even want to do it, if I'm not happy? So I had quit. And, you know, again, for those who think that fame is the answer to everything, that is false. It's going to be the biggest lie ever. The devil wants you to think that fame is the answer to everything. No, it's not. You know what makes you famous? You really want to know what makes you famous? It's by loving yourself, loving you, loving your skin, loving your imperfections, loving your flaws, loving your eyelids, your eyes, your lips, your hair. That is what makes you famous. And I'm not talking about famous in terms of the public eye. Famous in terms of yourself. When you have this status and this feeling of confidence is what it is. Learning what makes you confident and learning what doesn't make you confident. That's the true famous one. The person who loves themselves. So remember that. Don't seek fame. Seek loving yourself as an individual and loving you for you and loving your imperfections and your flaws and your beauty. That's really what it is. But I didn't know that. I was just trying to entertain y'all, you know. But this is why I disappeared. This is why you haven't seen any real videos on Instagram or Facebook or you know, Twitter or any of those social medias, because I needed space. I needed space to create my own positive space, and I needed time to go through the things I had went through. So I do want to apologize for those who wanted me to stay consistent and for those who really looked up to me. But I'm back and I'm here, baby. I am. And it took for me to graduate high school to realize that I needed some change. But I was also running away from home. After I graduated high school, I was, working for this job called Caviar, delivering food to people and seeing their house and these condominiums that these people live in, it inspired me that I can't be working this job and try to obtain that. It's not going to happen. How's that going to happen? I can't expect to make a certain amount of money working this job. So after a year and a half of working that job, and also other reasons of me wanting to leave New York City, including on what happened at home, I got up out of there. I left. I enrolled at Genesee Community College, and I was gone. I was 6 hours away from the city. And to be honest, yeah, I ran away, which isn't always the best thing to do in certain situations, but it worked out to be the perfect thing for me to do. I needed to get away from New York. I needed to get away from these expectations from my family. I needed to get away from all that stuff. I needed to get away so I can think. I couldn't think in my circumstances. I couldn't think at home. I couldn't think for myself. I was thinking for others. Especially as Black people, when we struggle and we think about our moms and our pops and our family who need help and all that. But it really takes away from being able to think about yourself and think about what you want to do. And then possibly treating others and pleasing others. You really, really got to know yourself. I left Harlem, you feel me? And I went upstate to school. And remember, it was about a year and a half, almost 2 years of me not making any videos. But when I got to college, people still remembered me. People still took pictures with me. And it blew my head because it's like, that didn't go away. It probably never will go away. But it showed that I really meant something. And that showed me something. And while I was in college, I was trying to find majors that really could coincide with what I wanted to do. But I didn't know what I wanted to do because I didn't know myself. So the major that I went and took was general studies. So I can get, into classes of all things to see what works for me, to see what's going to work best for me. What do I want to do? I ended up graduating college with an associate's degree. Alhumdulilah, right? Yes. Any form of graduation is amazing. It's a form of elevating. So I graduated with my associate's degree in general studies. Does it pinpoint what I wanted to do in life? No, because I still didn't know what I wanted to do in life. And the whole time God was showing me, this is what you want to do with your life. And this is what you should do with your life, because you hold power and you speak volume. And you need to help influence people in a positive way and not negative, the way most influencers become famous and what they use it for. You feel me? This is what I needed to come back to. It's life changing. It opens my eyes. This is what I needed to come back to. And it took for that moment in 2020 in December to realize, I gotta get back to who I am and have people learn about things I've been through and how I can relate and how we are all the same. This is what I needed to get back to. So yes, college helped me. I learned some things, and it also showed a lot of, racial inequalities and a lot of racism had happened in college that I would love to make videos about it, which I will. A lot of things. I went through a lot of, racist situations in college, but I needed to go through all those things to be back here where I'm at right now. So with everything I've been through, all the things I've went through in life, I just really want to thank y'all for still sticking with me and still riding with me. Even if it's 5 of y'all, even if there's 10, even if it's still the 77,000 people I have following me on Facebook, I appreciate y'all. And I love y'all so much for sticking with me throughout this journey and listening to me. And on this channel, you will find videos about Islam. You will find videos about my story times. You will find videos about reactions. You will watch me react to certain videos. You will see me pranking my family. And I just want to appreciate y'all for allowing me to come back into this space and allowing me to be honest and be truthful with you guys. Again, whatever you want to see on this channel, whatever you want to see from me, please leave it down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. Yes, it's a different me, but it's still me, and I appreciate y'all to the day I die, and I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for watching this video. Salam wa alaikum to you all, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.